All right, here we go. I got a replay from my brother called Intense Game. It's between him, Polkovnik Petr, as the Americans, and ssFinman as the OKW. Let's see how intense this game really is. Let's just jump right into it. All right, OKW starting with your fairly standard Volksgrenadiers. Polkovnik Petr over here starting with the Rifleman Squad. Nothing special there. Just going to go ahead and see how these guys go capture their points. Should be pretty interesting. OKW should have a pretty strong first engagement here if they can get their Storm Pioneers up close and personal with the initial Rifleman squad. We'll try to see who can outmaneuver who. Both sides going right this time. Fuel is closer to the Americans, so they should be able to control that unless OKW can take care of this squad right here. Ooh, Assault Engineers popped very early by Copeland and Petr. We'll see how that plays out. He's going to have Wolverines in play to deal with that armor, and of course the Sherman if the OKW player goes heavy infantry. And yep, there it is. OKW's going to try to grab the house real fast. Initial engagement here. Good back off. Let's see if we can get the riflemen in position to hold this. Moving right now. This is going to be a lost fuel, I think. Most likely. Let's see what we got coming out. Second squad of Volksgrenadiers. And nothing else coming out for Polkovnik Petr right now. He's kind of low in resources. Yeah, that's going to be a retreat right there and an easy hold. Let's see how this goes. This is the engagement right here. Seeing how these two squads interact. The engineers and the Storm Pioneers. Good use of cover by the truck. Race for the house. Goes Volksgrenadiers, it looks like. But good job keeping this as engineers, although they are better up close. We're going to see how this plays out. Second squad coming up to reinforce. Polkovnik does have 280 manpower that he's not spent yet. Meanwhile, Finman does have his third squad coming out. Engineers are going to have to retreat here. He's going to lose him quick. Yeah, looks like he got him out. Just barely. Same thing. These rifles are going to have to retreat. And that's an early loss for Polkovnik Petr and his Americans. Still hasn't spent his manpower, and we have another Volksgrenadier squad that just dropped for Finman. Field going to him. Here comes a cap trying to get some territory back. Kind of what I expected, though. OKW with these Storm Pioneers can get an early read real quick. That first veteran meaning they can build things a little quicker, not taking quite advantage of it quite yet, but we'll see how that plays out. Second Rifleman squad coming out for Polkovnik Petr, trying to capture the territory on his side. I noticed this map is very, very hard for the south player to hold this fuel because of this house right here. This one over here, the house is a little further away. You can kind of back off it a little more, makes it a little harder. But the advantage on the south side here is this nice green heavy cover for the middle VP. It's so nice for holding it. So let's see what we got here. Another Volksgrenadier squad for Finman. Another engagement going for the other fuel. Cover goes Finman's way. He's going to try and close the gap. I think that's a good idea, but this is going to come down to RNG. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, quick retreat by Finman. Fair enough. And Polkovnik does secure the left half of the map so he can start getting his resource flowing in. Let's see if he can hold it. Finman keeping his Volks there. Heavy Volks action going on here. Polkovnik once again got a little manpower surplus. Maybe he's waiting to see if he wants to spend it on another engineer squad or another rifleman. But I think you shouldn't let it hit 400 if you can help it. We'll see if he takes my advice or not. What's going on here? Yeah, quick cap. Still not healed. Not surprising, though. It doesn't have that Tech 2 quite yet. Yeah, not much else going on. VP's looking a little bit in Polkovnik's because he got that Polkovnik's favor because he got that middle point very quickly. But we're gonna see how that plans out. Oh, okay. I like the tank traps here, although he is constructing with red cover. This is really dangerous. See what the fog of war is like. That is really scary for Polkovnik, but he managed to get it out. Oh, I got another engagement over here. Grenade. Oh. Yep, it is dodged well enough. Took a little bit of HP damage here, but he's okay. These engineers getting really lucky. He needs to take cover. There we go. Good reaction there. And let's see. Looks like he's pushing deep. If he can get the cut off over here, he might be able to cut off the fuel. Using the tank traps heavy cover, I like this a lot. Using engineers to come support now. 200 manpower. Looks like he spent some reinforcing or possibly taking up. Yes, we got the lieutenant coming out right now. And the ambulance. So, lieutenant, I'll find that in a second. Good territory cap. Nice half. But here is some critical right there. I don't believe that is a cutoff. It is not. So he's okay. Yeah, captain. My bad. Been a while since I played this. Okay, captain's coming out. Immediately going for the BARs. Good call with the Stern Pioneers. And with this cutoff, you're going to want to get the firepower on quick. Finman looks like he has teched up to his mechanized regiment. Could be going for a quick Panzer II. We'll see if Polkovnik gets an answer to that. Let's see how that goes. Causes the Storm Pioneers, those bars causing the retreat. That's good. That'll buy him a few seconds while he can't control some of this territory on the right side. Going for the territory up here, though. This is the fuel cutoff for the left side. It's going to make Finman need to take more time to get that fuel if he wants it. Ouch, in the red cover. Yeah, had to retreat. He's got the ambulance now, so he's going to come back at full health very quickly. We'll see how if he pushes in here. Oh, a lot of retreating units right now. Possibly going to lose the big cutoff and or the VP because, yeah, big push. Frag grenades, again, good for trying to take that house. I think it's ultimately going to go for. This is a rough early start. I mean, not surprising against OKW. They are, in my opinion, some of the strongest early starting faction. Ooh, these mines. We're going to watch these mines. Those are going to be crucial. And there's the cutoff. Grenade should force those guys out of cover pretty quickly. Oh. Unless he gets one out first. See if he pushes through. Oh, this is a hell of an OKW Bob. He needs to try and get this cutoff back ASAP. He is severely cut off. He's going to try and, looks like, use the captain to try and capture it. We'll see how this goes. He's bleeding HP fast. Yep. But, the engineer swung around and a counter cut off. I like this. No one's going to be getting any resources. Nice defensive barrier here is going to be hard to penetrate. And we'll see how this middle engagement goes. Goes Finman's way. He's going to get the middle VP and start getting some of the VPs back. It's about, 48 down? That's not too bad. See if we got any tech coming out. Oh, there we go. Looks like we got the mechanized command post. He's going to be able to get a pack howitzer out. I'm guessing to try and help deal with those blobs. Or possibly even a half-track. I also am expecting a Panzer II soon. Lots of manpower here for Finman. He needs to spend that, like, ASAP. That is just too much to have. Yep, Panzer II coming out, but Polkovnik predicts it. Very nice. Actually went for the AT gun. I like that. I don't know if he scouted the mechanized or not, but that was a really, really smart counterplay right there. I like that a lot. He's gonna go. Everyone's recapturing their cutoffs, but Polkovnik is losing a lot of his western territory. That is going to be tough to come back from initially, but with the AT gun, with some good positioning, he should be fine. He does have rifle grenades on some of his guys. He has some vet flying around. So he should be able to hold out this Panzer II from at least taking the cutoff. I don't know how much it's going to help on the flanks, though, unless he gets a more mobile anti-tank unit out. And somehow he got this point up here. That's very interesting. Now, of course, this mine might make all the difference, although even if the Panzer II does hit it, it's not going to really be taken out. Be a quick scoop back and repair from the Stern Pioneers that are still alive. Still vet 1. I got the Zooks too. Alright, Petr's ready for this Panzer II. He knows it's coming. This is a sign of a good player. He knows he's behind. He knows he's taking a little longer to get the fuel. He sees the guys on low health. He knows the Panzer II is coming. And there it is. So this is gonna turn about the next 5 to 10 minutes of the game. We're gonna see how this goes. Sends it there. Could hit the mine. Might cut through the middle here. Oh, almost loses the unit. Oh, I think we're gonna hit the mine. Nice and early. Wow. Wow. Very unfortunate. He's got the rifle grenade here. He's gonna push. He's gonna try and get the Zooks in there. Oh. There it is. He got it and he heard it. Is he gonna push for it? Does not look like it. But that will buy him a few minutes of reprieve from that Panzer II. Oh, here's the gun, but no way. That thing's already back in base. What do both players need to do right now? Sinfin's in a pretty good spot. He needs to push the fuel advantage and start teching. Here we go. Here's the AA half track to go against those blobs that Polkovnik was having problems with. He needs to push this tech advantage as much as he can. Make good use of this Panzer II. Try and wipe a squad or two, especially those Zooks. Polkovnik needs to get some territory back. I mean, he lost this for a while. It can do him a lot of good just to send like a rifle and a captain over here with the grenades to try and flush these guys out and maybe take the side VP, maybe even the fuel, do kind of what he did over here and always continue to do over here, which I really like this. This is going to limit the Panther 2's mobility on the left side a lot. It's going to have to cut through here so the AT gun can kind of watch that area. His engineers haven't done a whole lot for him. We'll see. This flamethrower upgrade might be a good idea, although he doesn't really have a whole lot of munitions to spend right now. I wouldn't mind seeing some secures. Okay. Similarly, this half-track is going to make a huge difference. It's going to kind of dictate the flow of the game, possibly over here on the right side. Let's see what he does here. The capture point going down. Easy enough. One squad just probing, it looks like. He's immediately met with some seriously heavy fire. Puma coming out. These players are going counter for counter. This Puma is going to be a big problem against the AA half-track. Alright, we got Recon coming across for Finman. Alright, here we go. Let's see. So there's a grenade. Here comes the good retreat. He wasn't going to be able to do much there. I like this. The heavy cover. Goes for the rifle grenade. Oh. Didn't get the rifle grenade off, but maybe a second AT gun shot. There it is. Could potentially push the AA half-track. There we go. He's going to try and get this fuel now. The Puma cannot push because of how low health it is. And there he's got the Zook supporting him. This is some good tactics play here. ssFinman got the paratroopers, though. It's going to try and jump behind enemy lines. Let's see how Polkovnik counters this. I'm really curious. There's the Puma. But the Zooks are going to be able to zone it out. Uh-oh. These guys need to retreat after this barbed wire goes down, I'm guessing. Yes. There we go. He's going to redirect his infantry over there. This is smart. Keep the Zooks back out of range. Okay, now he's got to move this. He's got to move this. There we go. Is the Puma going to give chase? I'd be surprised. Yeah. Oh, no, here it goes, here it goes. Oh. I missed that. Sorry, guys. I was trying to watch this vehicle engagement here. He does neutralize the fuel. That's going to be a big help. And does manage to recapture this stuff. And this is exactly what he wanted to do. Is make guys like this do nothing. Now, this is giving them some green cover. Bit of a downside, but nothing he can't deal with. Uses the cruise, of course, to repair. And there's the howitzer. Trying to break that house down. That's going to be a big help. Maybe, and then maybe he can try and swing someone around to get this point. This I don't like. He doesn't need 2 units capturing this. One is enough. This one could either go back and healing, or this one could be securing something. Alright, so they can go around. They're going to be met by pretty immediate resistance. We're going to see how that plays out. This is being repaired. So Finman's kind of all back. Here comes the blob. The half-track and the howitzer should do pretty well to help deal with the big blob that's about to hit Polkovnik. And I'm looking to see what tech we've got coming next out of either player. Nothing here. Oh, there we go. There's the Lieutenant Tech. This engagement's going to go Polkovnik's way easily enough. Here comes the big blob. This AT gun is very exposed. I do not like this. The AA half-track can't come and support, but if the Puma's the end of the Panther 2's there, it's going to melt pretty quickly. And this squad, this Vet 2 squad is very, very low. These guys are going to have to retreat. Just pop the rifle grenade Vet, though. That's going to help a lot. This is going to help a lot, too. Okay, this is good. Lost that Vet 2 squad. That's tough. Lieutenants just hit the field. We're gonna see how this plays out. Fuels have traded. This squad should be capturing this fuel point. I don't know why it's not. Looks like Finman is just dropping the ball there a little bit. I'll admit. I'm gonna be fair to both sides. By the way, this is my younger brother playing Polkovnik and Petr. Where the mistakes are made, like the Rifleman squad, and wherever he lost the previous squad that he's now replacing. Having only one squad with rifle grenades is going to make pushing up that Puma and the Panzer II tough. More paratroopers coming in. These paratroopers are not going to... that's not a good place to put paratroopers. He's just trying to knock out the AT gun. That's a little worrisome. This should go back to Petr. Fuel. This guy still doing not a whole lot. He's going to try and push with the Panzer II maybe. It's a little risky. There's a lot of Zooks on the field. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Yeah, and immediately be driven up by the bazookas. That makes a lot of sense right there. Polkovnik should pull back. There we go. And Polkovnik is finally expanding out to his right side, capturing some territory and getting a good lion's share of the map. He's got a good, comfortable 100-ish and change VP lead. That's going to be nice when things get down to the wire later on. And this is where the OKW just suffers really hard for going for that mechanized rush. Everyone's going to come out at half health without spending a whole bunch of munitions to try and heal his guys up. And time, more importantly, because he's got to get everybody clumped together and everything. He's going to try and stop some of the VP lead here. Good call. Is this going to try and stop it? Doesn't look like it. I think it's pretty safe, honestly. The Puma has to go through the middle to try and get to it. But, you know, that's okay. That's just me. Of course, I see a lot that they don't, on both sides. So I can't blame him for not knowing. Maybe there's something else there. Maybe a cannon warfare or something. Tech from OKW. This is what I'm talking about. The OKW guy needs to push his tech. 149 fuel is not doing anything for him. At least get a walking Stuka if you're not going to try and tech up something. Boom over here. Here's a Panzer II coming in. This is where that Panzer II is going to do some serious work. It's going to be really, really hard to hold this unless Polkovnik can get some heavier and more mobile AT on the field. Use the half track to reinforce, which is always nice, I believe. I can't remember if you can actually do that or not. Again, a little rusty in this game. I'm going to say that's what he did. Otherwise, he just probably pulled them back to the ambulance and quickly reinforced. He's going to go for the battalion command post is the question. Big OKW blob coming on over here. Large left side push. So this is going to put Polkovnik on the back foot in terms of VPs. The Puma and the Panzer II on the right. The infantry blob on the left. I mean, it's going to be hard for him to find a place to push unless he can get a game changer. Raket and Warfare coming out. That's here we go. Big push. This is going to be an interesting engagement. He's got no rifle grenades over here. It's going to be hard to pin down the Panzer II even with the bazookas. So just as a heads up. If only Polkovnik could see just the massive concentration of units behind this hedge. A grenade would be absolutely lovely right there. Alright, things have mellowed out a little bit. Looks like Polkovnik is now again on the back foot. He's going to be bleeding VPs here very slowly, 2-1 on victory point captures. But, here we go. I like this. The secured munitions. That's good. He didn't have a whole lot of munitions. He's got a very munition-heavy strat with the bazooks and the rifle grenades and everything. Panzer II does work, man. Look at that. A couple seconds, and the Lieutenant Squad is already at half health. He's going to get the Zooks. Again, very tight. Finman needs to try and spend some of these munitions, by the way. This is 400 munitions. Like, I get these not many command powers to really do it, but come on. Get, something. Get some STGs going, Okay, here comes the... there we go. Okay, mass retreat here. This is going to let him move his infantry in. Try and get the Zooks on the vehicles. I like this. Let's see if Finman responds in kind. Get their cannon warfare over here. That's good. I like that. Ooh, big retreat. Yeah, the Stern Pioneers in the green cover plus the two vehicles there. Actually from both sides, actually. Again, not having the mechanized the tier 2. Here's the major. Okay, so now Polkovnik doesn't have a whole lot of fuel. 50 fuel is not enough for him to pick up, say, like a Sherman or an M10 or anything, really. Not even a motor carriage at this point. But it's not too far away either. If he could secure fuel or do something else to try and get a little bit of extra fuel and try and get maybe an M10 on the field. An M10 would be really, really nice for him. He is a ways out on that. Let's see if he does this major. Again, the major, is just so munition reliant. This will pay off big time for him. This is a little dangerous, and now I don't know if he knows, but there are two Raket Warfers on the field, one on each end. This is good defense by Finman. He expects the AA half track, and Raket Warfers are fairly mobile, so even they might have a little trouble circling. So let's see how this goes as we kind of move into the end game a little bit. 400 munitions again. I really would like to see some SCGs on these guys. If you're not going to use missions for anything else, I think he could have thrown a grenade before through that, even with his limited munitions, but this is going to be rough. This squad needs to retreat. Now. Any second now. There we go. There's the major. Okay, he's going to pull this in the middle. This is good. Major artillery coming down. Forces a retreat. Keeps us, I say cut off, not that it's actually maintaining anything for him. VPs are going his way. He did push over here simultaneously. This is going to be a tough nut to crack, though, this building over here. Even with the Zooks to help still against the vehicles. That cost him a lot of munitions to win that engagement. I'm not going to lie. That was probably worth it, but expensive. A bit of a Pyrrhic victory there in terms of resource use. I don't know what he's going to do about this. The Puma's should be moving up. There's the M10. Yeah, Puma's coming in right now. We got the M10 coming. This is what he needs. He needs to get the M10 on this Puma, on this Panzer II, so he can start controlling the field again. 132 fuel. Finman, you gotta tech up, man. Come on. Help me out here. Yeah. 2 VPs for Polkovnik, although I can't imagine that's going to stay like that for long. This Raketenwerfer could run up in cap. But he needs every VP point he can get. OKW are, if they can get some of the bigger stuff in the end game, could be a little scary for Polkovnik if he can't respond in kind with a nice fleet of M10s. We'll see. Maybe he'll get a Sherman out to support his infantry against some of those like soon to be Vet 3, maybe even Vet 4 and 5. I hope he doesn't just push it with the M10 here. I don't know if he knows about the Raketenwerfer. Oh, he does now. Okay, so he's gonna hold back on the M10. There it is. Lots of infantry, lots of defense, just kind of waiting over here for a push. Looks like Polkovnik's gonna be focusing on this right side. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's the M10 coming into action. It's a little scary though. The Raketenwerfer's could swing the tide of this. Ooh, that smoke kind of helped both sides. Let's be honest here. Oh, and the artillery takes out the Raketenwerfer. That's a nice win. Not a huge one. And if Polkovnik was really bold, he could push that advantage very quickly, try and take out this Puma with possibly his a half track, but it's being repaired, so never mind. Lots of infantry on both sides. We'll see. Okay, it looks like he's gonna probe this left side. He's gonna see what he finds. These stealth troopers, if used well, I would like to see that these are on hold fire. Oh, push from the, trying to take something out. Zooks zone him out. Vet 2 on that, and the left side push. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, see, if those guys had been stealth, they could have been in a much better position to try and get nice and close with the attacking units. Lots of green cover here, though. I don't know how this is going to end, to be totally honest with you. VP's going back into Finman's favor. This is rough. He needs something more here. He needs to get he needs to find this Raketenwerfer, zone it out, and get the half track in there if he wants to control that. No other way around that. Let's see. Nothing being built currently over here. Again, we're looking at 200 fuel now, and nothing. I mean, what do you got? Oh, here we go. This is, what is that? Am I blind here? It's a Panther. Oh, I am. Well, I'm going to give Finman the credit he deserves. I completely missed the short Panzer headquarters over here. And he's coming out the Panther. That's going to be tough for Polkovnik. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't really have a good answer to it. One Wolverine is not going to take a Panther. One Wolverine, an anti-tank gun, a rifle grenade, a couple Zooks. That could deal with the Panther. One Wolverine by itself, which is most likely what's going to happen, is not going to deal with this Panther. So I see now. All right, Finman, I'm going to go ahead and apologize. You were doing what you need to do. You teched up, played the long game, which is good because you've had the fuel for most of this game. And we're going to see how Polkovnik rides. Looks like he's, again, going for this right side. The heavy machine gun will hopefully help him, once he grabs it, hold the point. So we'll see how that plays out. 413 to 339 on the VPs. That is going to be... The gap is closing. Okay, he sees their Raketenwerfer, immediate retreat. This is now his chance to move the vehicles in. But what terrible timing now for the Panther that's, I assume, going to swing in to try and hold off that M10 and let his Puma and his Panzer II reign supreme. We're going to see how this goes. He's going to put the MG in the building. Okay, this should be able to... It's not going to hold the VP, but it should be able to prevent them from doing much else. Oh, good smoke. Excellent smoke by Finman. Looks like we're going to trade VP for VP right for middle. Polkovnik's probably not going to be happy with that trade. I think he's really hoping to try and get 2 VPs. He's looking at 117 fuel. He could get a Sherman. He could get an M10. If he knows about that Panther, I imagine he's going to get an M10. He's going to have to deal with some vehicles pretty soon. But I could also see him since he's going for the Sherman, or possibly even a bulldozer Sherman to try and get. There we go. So now he knows about the Panther. He's gonna lose this. Going for the flank with the AT gun. If he had a rifle grenade here, this would be perfect. But this is not gonna be a kill. Yeah, now the Puma's coming in. No way, Jose. Let's see what the fog of war is like. See. Yep. Here we go. Got the big blob of American troops coming in, capturing this point as well. Not the cutoff, but still a useful point. Here we go. Here's the airborne assault. This is going to pin his units. He may still be able to capture. He's being desperate here. Probably the right call. He can retreat into units that are particularly hurt. This Panzer II is going to be a problem, though. But he's got the M10 there. And he's going to move the AT gun over here. I like that. He's going to push the MT. He knows the Panther's low on health. He knows he can push. Ooh, that was good. He's going for the assault. Takes out the Panzer II. That's an excellent assault right there. I was really happy to see that. That's going to be a full retreat, but a middle point capture, 2 VPs, and a dead Panzer II. And the vehicle crew will be able to take care of that for him. That was some good coordination there between his Zooks and his M10 there. He's going to rebuild the AA half-track. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think he needs it. Second Wolverine's a good idea, though. He's going to have to contend with that Panther, potentially more Panthers as this game goes out. 115 fuel means we're still getting close to either a Panzer IV, possibly even a Jag Panzer. Not the greatest choice against the M10s, but if he can support it with a Panther, it should be able to help with the Puma as well, especially now that it has the aimed shot that can disable the targets, disable the M10s. The veterancy does give him the flanking speed. He's got the HVAP shells for when he faces those Panthers. Let's see. Hopefully he'll pop those. Plenty of munitions now. Since he's a 240 millimeter barrage. He's going to go ahead and probably lose that point. Pushing a lot of infantry this way. Again, this is interesting. I like this. Right here, cutting off the mobility of the vehicles, or the OKW are doing really well for the OKW is always good. Knowing where the vehicles are is half the battle when it comes to using AT guns, and limiting those options will always be useful. Middle V point gonna go to the Americans, undoubtedly. Both guns here in the middle plus the howitzer. These units are not doing much. I think they could push up. They don't know about the secured fuel, but again, I like this. He's securing the fuels. He's giving himself the resources he knows he needs. With the extra manpower, he's not using for anything else. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Good dodge. Okay, that worked out pretty well for him. Very little was done with that munitions for Finman. Finman's going to push the Panther up, it looks like. Not sure if that's really worth doing, but we'll see how it works. Okay, park in there. I would love to see some mines here on the road, both here, and possibly even over here for the two players, and definitely somewhere in here. Those M10s are so mobile, and putting mines down to cut out their flanking would be extremely useful, similarly for the Panther and the Puma as well. Wolverine pack over here. Again, I like this. He's just trying to cut off mobility. Force the infantry into the machine gun. He's got the AT gun, same thing. Force the Panther to get stuck spinning here. Maybe he swings around here. Again, mines here would be a good idea now that we're both sides, especially 477 munitions. There's no excuse. You should be placing mines if you have that many munitions. He's got the Stern Pioneers. Same with Polkovnik. 176, a little less. That's excusable. Again, I'm going to be fair here. Fighting position with the machine gun upgrade. I like this. Machine gun's going to pin them down. A third Wolverine. All right, going for the Wolverine pack. I think this is a good idea. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Oof. Lots of HP damage there. These guys have to retreat. He's pushing for the grenade. Let's see if he gets it off. I think he's going to. We're going to see it. Oof. Okay, he did get them out. That's good. This is the next question. These guys don't have any real good way to deal with this. Let's see if we got it. A half track, I hope, is moving. There we go. There it is. Nothing else going on here. We're going to watch this. Panther coming in to try and destroy the fighting position. But the AT gun and the Zooks are here. See if he moves this AT gun up. Ooh, okay. Good retreat there. Zook's in the rear arc. He's got to move the AT gun up. One Wolverine coming in. Too far up, I think. Oh. Oh, these Wolverines are going in hard for this Panther. They want blood. All three of them going in. This Panther's going to go down. Fallschirmjäger assault, though, coming through. Got to pull these Wolverines out. One Wolverine for a Panther is a fair enough trade. Two, that's rough. Gets the Puma as well. Let's see if we can't get those Wolverines out. The AA helping take out those planes. And this is a successful defend by Polkovnik. Oof. He needs to get that AA out of there. Oh, shoots down the plane. There we go. Wow, what a battle here. The M10's coming around, taking out the Panther. That's a big win. All of the wreckage is destroyed. OKW can salvage nothing from this. It's a huge loss for Finman. It's going to be hard but not possible to recover from. He's got a good resource float that he can use to kind of pivot to whatever he needs. Defense is slowing up in the middle. Major just kind of doing his job, which is to provide tech. And we're gonna see how this plays out. He's gonna hold this. There's no way Finman pushes this. Grenade's gonna try and come out. Possibly. Nope. Doesn't even get it out. Alright. Finman is vehicle-less. That is a tough position to be in, but he did get his battle group up. Still no healing, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see a flak half-track or even his own infantry support gun. But right now, he's spending most of his resources reinforcing. Big infantry push towards the middle again. We'll see if the 250 comes down. I say there's a chance. Or maybe even just the major artillery. Yeah, major artillery coming down. He's gonna buy himself, good 30 seconds or so, trying to hold that point. This point totally undefended. Unknown to Polkovnik, of course, but it'll be interesting to see if he goes for it. Alright. And that is likely going to be a middle VP cap for Finman. Polkovnik going in full retreat, getting his third, fourth, depending how you count it, M10. Another Panther coming out. Just trading blow for blow. Polkovnik, of course, being out on top. One Panther versus three M10s is not going to end well for that Panther. Okay, Warfors will help support, but I don't think it'll be enough. Those M10s are just so mobile, so quick, especially on those roads. Get that veterancy in there. A little advanced tactic here I'd like to see Polkovnik do is potentially swap out the AA half-track crew with one of the M10 crews to get some vet on those M10s. They're a little more important right now. We'll see if that plays out. Get the machine gun upgrade, of course, given all the American infantry. Nothing in Vet 4 quite yet, but we do have one Vet 3 Volk squad. A little harder to kill now. A little more damage. And look at this. Look at this blob. I imagine he's gonna have to push the Panther up to try and take care of this AA half track. It's gotta be. Nope. It's gonna be a big retreat. Has to be. Nope. Going for the again for the airborne assault. He's gonna try and pin them down and hold this point. It's gonna work. We'll see if the AA half track goes. Try to shoot down those planes. Yeah, he's gonna try and recapture that. We got guys not doing a whole lot. Oh, I missed. Oh, I see. Yeah, the planes. We're going after him there. No worries. Where could it go? Just kind of look at some of the abilities that the assault engineers have, so they don't normally see them. Man, I really hope the noise bouncing on this is good, because it is hella loud in my earphones. Alright. Finman does come out on top, thanks to that airborne assault, I think. In terms of capturing the middle, we'll see how Polkovnik responds. I'd like to see some probing attacks, honestly, from both players on this left side. They both kind of neglected this. If Finman was in, like, one unit over here, he'd see, oh, hey, look, a fuel cache. Send the Panther there, destroy it. Oh, white phosphorus coming down. That's going to chew through the Fallschirmjäger health a little bit. Um, oof. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna force a retreat. Heavy health damage there. But the Volk should be able to come in here. Ugh, Jesus. Barely made it out. Finman's done a good job preserving his units. Lots of it across all his units have been in combat. Minus the vehicles, but his infantry units are getting up there. Again, I'd like to see some, especially in these higher vet units, get some SCGs. I think that was going to make the difference. Oh, Vet 4 makes it out. That's a nice win for Finman. Gets the Vet 4 squad. It's got enough manpower to reinforce it up. So now we're going to see if this Panther moves up to try and take care of this A half-track. Oh, here we go. Here comes the Wolverine train. Oh, maybe not. Decides to back out. Didn't like what he saw. Whatever that was. Grenade here. Chemical warfare going back and forth. Oh, one hit there. Polkovnik notices, though. That's pretty good. VP still in Polkovnik's favor by just over 100, which is good for him. We'll see if he can't hold that lead. All right, well, we've totally flipped here. Polkovnik's got a veritable fortress over here. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. We're going to see what Finman's ideas are. It's all going to be about this middle VP. Although, again, I think both players should be probing the south side. Send an engineer squad. Send something. Check it out. You know, see what you can find. I think it would go a long way. Pull some forces out of the middle. All right. Finman is making some good progress here. He's going to have this heavy cover right between him and the A half-track to hold this. And he has a good majority of the map right now, including 2 of the VPs. Polkovnik moving his guys up. This house are doing some serious work. 18 kills. That is not bad. That is helping him out tremendously. Alright, walking Stuka. This is smart from Finman. This is going to let him... there you go, get the healing upgrade now. This is going to let him take out these blobs, hit the howitzer. If he can guess where... Ooh, good use of smoke here. This will help him get that point and avoid damage from that Panther. Let's see if Finman catches on and does something about it. But this walking Stuka is going to do some work. Now it is very vulnerable. Very, very vulnerable, even with the Panzerfausts. 1 M10 getting on it. If it gets caught out by itself, it's going to be in a really rough spot real fast. And that could be a quick... How much fuel does that thing cost? Quick 100 fuel just down the drain with very little benefit. Let's use this well. Alright, once again, both players just throwing wave after wave of their own men at the middle. There's a Sherman bulldozer. I like that. He's diversifying his vehicles a little bit to deal with things like this. If he can set up that dozer somewhere around here, get the house in between him and the Panther, maybe get the M10, an M10 over here to drive off, maybe he can really hold this middle point. Here we go. The Panther's going to move in. See if it follows. If it does, the Wolverines are ready. The Wolverines need to be on attack vehicle. That is a mistake, I think. I think both players are making. Put your anti-tank vehicles on attack tanks. Oof. Good Rocket and Wharf replacement there. Did not catch that. And they dropped BAR. That engagement went very, very heavily in the favor of Finman. He's going to be able to hold that middle VP, possibly pick up a BAR. And this Panther's going to get brave. Again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did have it. No. Polkovnik doesn't. Finman does have it on attack vehicle. Let's just review myself. Create barrier. Oh, that's right. Yeah, destroy barrier. And of course, going for the MG upgrade to deal with. But hey, half-track is helping a lot. It's taking out those planes. Let's see where this goes. This could be dangerous, depending if he gets a good land here. Oof. I think that was 1 squad down. Yeah. That's rough to lose it to the Stuka like that. Not much you can do about it. This game's definitely turning into Finman's favor. And Polkovnik does not have a whole lot he can do against this charging Panther. I mean, he can zone it out, but this thing has fairly free reign right now. And he smartly decides to pull back. Whew. All right, this is an intense game. That we're halfway through Finman's VPs. Polkovnik's still got 340. He's still got a nice sizable lead. He's got this secured down pats. He's got to do something about this. Possibly save up the munitions for a 240 to cover. He's gonna recover the bar. He should definitely try. There we go. I like the smoke. This is gonna let the oof. Could lose the Vet 4 squad. There it goes. That is a nice win for Polkovnik. Oh my god, this is a terrible, terrible assault. Lost 2 high vet squads and the middle VP. Good use of smoke there to let the Sherman do what it needs to do. I'm guessing his guys are full and therefore can't pick up that bar. It'd be worth just have the major. Somebody grab it. A bar in your hands is a bar not in the hands of the enemy, right? Repair. Gonna have the engineers help. Very smart. I like that. We'll see. We'll see what he does from here. He's gonna pull back a little bit. Let Finman make the next move. So I'm curious to see what that is. Nothing being built right now. Oh, this is sneaky. I like this. Polkovnik knew that there was a Rocket Warfare there at some point. Major going. There we go. This is what I was talking about. Just get the bar. Get out. Don't let them have it. Use the Panther to destroy the cover. That's good too. Pretty clumped up here. The Panzer. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Vet 5 squad going in deep. Will hopefully survive. Oof. Maybe. Let's see. It does make it out. That's good for Finman. The Sherman's in a tough spot. Needs to pull back. All right. And we are at a nice little stalemate here. Got the wire cutters here too as well in these rear echelons. That's smart. Look for mines. 216 fuel. What are his options here? Could get anything at this point. Polkovnik has spent most of his fuel getting another M10. I think that's smart. Here's that walking Stuka. Probably gonna try and get this. If it hits here again, oof. Loses the major. Luckily does not lose the ambulance. Polkovnik is very heavily considered. He knows that Finman knows where his stuff is, his retreat point. Possibly rebuild that major, set up a retreat point behind this hedge here or something, so that he's not just sitting ducks at that walking Stuka, constantly battering his units. We'll see if that happens. Needs to get this repairing. Another M10. Again, I'd like to see the higher vet AA crew jump into the M10, so that's where he's going to need the veterancy. Polkovnik's going to try and fight this, looks like. I don't think it's worth it. I agree. There you go. He could try and build some heavy cover here. This is why you got to move it. That walking stick. Oh, here we go. I like this. This is what I'm talking about. You got to probe. You got to just see. What's he got? If he can cut through here, or even through here to swing around and hit that Panther from the side, that could be a big win. This Rocket Warfare is going to make all the difference on that. We'll see how it goes. Vet 5 squad. Looks like he got one up to 5. 1 for Fallschirmjäger. Alright, and both sides just... Okay, let's see how this goes. How it's just going to start doing some work-ish. Got the Fallschirmjägers here in the green cover. So it's going to force Polkovnik on the road. Not enough craters now that there's cover. Probably force a grenade, I'm guessing. Ouch. That's tough. That's a tough nut to crack. Oh, I like this. Uses the smoke. Oof. Good hit from the bulldozer howitzer. I like that. That was a good use of smoke right there. He's not going to be able to take this, though. Oh, there we go. I like that he forces that. So now, his M10's going to move now that he sees that the Rocket Warfare retreated. Doesn't look like it. Still doesn't have the middle VP, though. I imagine he's going to be gunning for that walking Stuka. And here it comes. It's ready to fire. Good use of Finman. Put the walking Stuka in the back of the base since it's on cooldown. You don't want to leave it vulnerable until you absolutely need to. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess. I'm going to take a gander that the walking Stuka's hitting right here. And if Polkovnik hears this, he better move this. Nope. Doesn't fire quite yet. As for his veterancy, reducing the reload time on that. Oh. Whew, That can be scary. Get your pants. You caught with your pants down repairing. That negative defense modifier, positive damage modifier. All right, here we go. Let's see if he hits the same spot. And if it does, it's gonna be bad. Yep. Yeah, he's got to move that, I think. Bleeding down points. This has been a hell of a 1v1. Good push here. Kettenwerfer's gonna zone out the Sherman, I think. Yep. This is dangerous. Oh, loses the Vet 3 squad. That's tough. Vet 5 Fosterfinger are gonna force his Vet 3 squad out. Kettenwerfer goes down though. Here comes the M10, pushing out the Panther. I like that. Still gonna lose this, but I think this is a waste. Totally honestly. Polkovnik does not need to push any further up. Sure, you're gonna hurt the M10s. You're not doing that much, but here we go. This is what I like. Get these side points. 333 fuel, 500 manpower. Something's got to come out. You know. Get another. Fidman's got to get another unit on the field. Pulling the M10s back. Let's see what he's got here. Ooh, this. If the Sherman can get over here, he can hold this VP, maybe this fuel, but if not, no way. I'd like to see the Sherman, no way right now. I'd like to see the Sherman build some cover here too. He really needs some green cover over here. Would have been nice to play some explosives, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda, etc. Gonna go for this middle VP though, that's good. Possibly could have destroyed this for Kettenwerfer with the Sherman or something. Maybe throw a grenade. I don't know if I would cut it or not necessarily. He's got the M10s in position. It'd be a good flank. Kettenwerfer, this is a good covering position. He knows the M10s were there. This is smart. Pro with one M10. See what you run into. Okay. With the Panzerfaust here, that could be scary. Alright. Miss for miss. Even trade. Okay, this got destroyed. That's good. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or not, but it's a good win for Petr. Oof. That Sherman's doing work. 8 kills, Vet 1, giving it line of sight when other tanks are nearby, and the increased rate of fire, which is going to be fantastic. Ah, here we go. This is going to be Petr's bane. All he's got to do is just park the King Tiger here, keep the Stern Pioneers there, pull it back and forth to defend that middle point. And Petr's going to have a real tough time. Let's see. He's going to reveal it. The King Tiger, of course, the Koenig's Tiger. Oof. Bazooka's not doing a whole lot, but enough to zone it back a little bit. Oof. I just missed that. It looks like I took out one of the guys here. Sorry, I look a little harder than I thought it was. Let's see. Here it comes again. He's going to hit this. Polkovnik predicts it this time. That barrage did not do anything, I actually believe. Maybe a little bit of HP damage here, but I don't think so. Good hiding of the bazookas here. Again, I'd like to see these guys on hold fire, and he just kind of keep an eye over there. Stealth units can be really good for holding points. You know, possibly even like hiding them over here, letting Polkovnik grab it, move away, come back, that kind of stuff. You know, little mind games like that can kind of buy you those extra 5 VP that you need at the end of the game. You're going to be kicking yourself for not getting. Alright, here comes a push. So this goes. Probably a grenade. Another M10. The Sherman is doing some serious work for Polkovnik. Oof. Again, I think he could build some heavy cover here. Wolverine squad ready to go. But they're not going to be able to do much. There's no way. Alright, here we go. I say that, but they're going to get bottlenecked real hard. I don't think this is going to end well for Petr. I think See if he decides to pull back or commit. He commits. He does have the 250 barrage. There it is. Not, sorry. A defensive aerial assault here. Not going to do a whole lot. 200 munitions for a M10. Not a great trade, but he's got the resources to make it up. We'll see if... here we go. Here's the counter assault. AT gun here. We'll zone the Panther. King Tiger's going to do some serious work here, though. One shot or two? One shot. There we go. M10's moving up to try and keep the King Tiger out. Jesus. Oof. That was very close. Alright, Polkovnik does have the 240 millimeter barrage for 250 munitions, excuse me. Potentially. And he might try and use that, I'm almost certain, defensively. Possibly even right now. Let's find out. Looks like we're nearing kind of towards the end of this replay. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to try and get that Sherman up there and deal with this blob. Very smart. Oof. That Vet 5 squad. Good retreat there. Fostermeyer from the left came over. Ooh. I sorry for making that sound, but man, these hits are just landing blow after blow. Just completely murdering Vincent's troops. We'll see if now Polkovnik can move that thing up and try and control the middle point. Walking Stuka, probably going for this artillery. Maybe even going for the M10s. Yeah, there it is. Ouch. Luckily, kept his Vet 3 assault engineers from the beginning. Let's see if Polkovnik uses the AT gun, looks like. I'm guessing. I'd like to see this. This would be pretty funny. Yep. There it is. Oh. Looks like he's going to try and swing around, or the M10's going to respond in force. They should. They need to. Let me put it that way. Pops the take aim and the armor-piercing rounds, which isn't going to do a whole lot for him, unfortunately. But it does get him the point. He's going to pull back. Ooh, this is dangerous. M10s are on the flank. This is where Polkovnik needs to push, in my opinion. There it is. See if it does pop this HVAP shells. This is it. I think if this can go well for Petr, this is gonna be a big win. There it is. We'll see what else comes out of this. Ooh, this is rep for ssFinman. This is what Wolverines are good at. Swinging through. It's gonna be a pretty Pyrrhic victory, though, in my opinion. Let's see how this plays out. There's the 240 to hold the middle. Smart. Oh, can he kill the Panther? Killing the Panther. There it is. 3 Wolverines for a King Tiger and a Panther. That, I think, came out in Polkovnik's favor, especially now that since he has the VP still under control. Oof, could lose the Sherman too, though. The half-track should be able to help him hold this, though. Gotta get that Wolverine out of there. That 250 not doing a whole lot for Petr. See if the Walking Stuka comes into play right now. Oof. Holy moly. Absolute destruction from both sides. Petr immediately calls in another Bulldozer Sherman, trying to make up for his losses. Man, I don't know who came out on top of that, to be totally honest with you. That was brutal. Both sides. Absolutely brutal. Whew. Alright, let's see how this goes. He's going to park this right here. Try and keep the infantry away. He knows he took out the vehicles. There's just a Walking Stuka left. If he had an M10 left, one could argue to dive deep and try and take it out, but obviously he does not. But he's going to get one here in a second. 289 fuel for ssFinman. This replay is just about over. ssFinman may be throwing in the towel here in a minute. Let's find out. One last push, it looks like. See how this plays out. Oof. Good wipe there. Another retreat. Point captured for Petr. This is This is a hard one to come back from. And I don't think Finman's going to try it based on how much time I see on the replay bar here at the bottom of the yellow bar. One last walking Stuka barrage. Does some damage to the Sherman. Completely misses the A half track. M10 already out on the field. Second one coming out. 315 field doing nothing for Finman. Could be getting a Panther. Possibly argue a Jagd Panzer if he can get some mines laid down. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up a little bit and see if we can't wrap this up. Oof. These bulldozer Shermans, man. Well, second King Tiger. Desperate move. In my opinion. I don't know if this is going to be able to turn the tide of battle. Honestly. You know, only 2 of these are ever built. And looks like Finman's going to try and use both of them to try and win this little patch of land here in France. But I don't think it's going to do a whole lot. Here comes the aerial assault again. It's going to pin his units. But I still got the A half track. 2 Wolverines. This is what Finman probably was not ready for. Yeah, this is desperation. Wolverines might just be going for the walking Stuka. Nope, they're turning around. Just sending it into Polkovnik's base. I can't see this going well. I'm just going to speed things up. There it is. There's a GG. Wow. Absolutely what a game. Good play on both sides. I'm pointing out some things here and there, but, you know, in the heat of battle, it's easy enough to say here, oh, look at the things it could have done. But this is pretty good play. That big battle in the middle just came out in Polkovnik's favor. Managed to take out the King Tiger, the Panther, those bulldozer Shermans doing so much damage, taking out so many units of Finman's troops. He just couldn't keep up, couldn't recover. I don't think going for the King Tiger the second time was probably worth it. I think he could have done a little more with some mobile units, given the M10s that he saw. Polkovnik, I think, could just kind of got a little more out of his units here and there. But overall, pretty solid play from both players, and that was a really enjoyable replay to watch. All right, thank you very much for watching.